Ring, ring, ring.
Hello?
Oh, hi, is this Vicki?
Yes, this is she.
Hey, Vicki, this is George with John L. Scott. How are you?
I'm great, George. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Hey, Vicki, in preparation for our appointment on Saturday, I have a number of questions to ask you. Is now a good time?
Sure.
Okay, great. If what I say makes sense and you feel comfortable and confident that I can sell your home, are you planning on listing it with me when I see you on Saturday?
Well, George, we've met with an agent from Zillow, and we are kind of leaning in that direction. And we do have one more interview after you as well.
Okay, all right. Well, it certainly sounds like you're making an effort to find the right agent, and I definitely respect that. That being said, we are used to the competitive nature of listing property and just really confident that you're going to see the value in what we do, okay?
Okay.
So, Vicki, tell me then, what specifically are you looking for in your next agent?
Well, obviously this isn't the first home that we've sold. We've had a few bad experiences in the past. So what David and I really want to know is what you think our home is worth, and we want to choose someone who knows our neighborhood.
Okay, good. So somebody who, knows the idiosyncrasies of your neighborhood and has a real pulse on pricing. Is that right?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Well, Vicki, I'm going to be sending you a pre-listing package. In it, we'll have a step-by-step process of how we sold just under 4,000 homes last year. That's the most of any company in the area. Did you know that?
Wow, no, I didn't. That's great.
And in that package as well, Vicki, I'm going to have a market analysis for you so you have a sense of how much your home is worth. I'm also going to include a net sheet so you can see what you'd net based on that recommended price. And then I'll also include a list of references, some people that have used us recently and have given us feedback on our service, okay?
Okay.
And then in addition, just because I know it's something important to you, I'm going to include a snapshot of homes that I've sold personally in your neighborhood so you can get a sense of our presence there, okay?
Yeah, that will actually be great because David will really want to see that.
Okay, great. Now, Vicki, knowing that you're going to be interviewing other agents, we do have the ability to pull report cards off the MLS for these other agents that you're considering, and I can bring those with me if you want me to. Would you like to know how effective or not those other agents are that you're considering?
Yes, that would be great if you could do that. I'd really like to see who is selling what.
Sure. So, Vicki, tell me then, who are these other two agents?
Well, a fellow by the name of Bob Smith, and then an agent by the name of Sally Peterson.
Okay. And Vicki, how do you happen to know Bob and Sally?
Well, David made contact with Bob through Zillow, and Sally and I actually used to work together.
Ah, okay, great. So, Vicki, tell me, do you feel compelled to meet with everybody before you make your decision, or will you be going with your gut once you feel like you found the right one?
No, I'll decide as soon as I feel like we found the right one.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So, Vicki, let's shift gears a little bit. Can you tell me, where are you moving to when the home sells?
Sure, we're moving to San Diego.
Wow, San Diego, that's a big move. What's taking you to San Diego?
We'd like to be closer to family, and and obviously want to get away from all the rain here where we live.
Gotcha. Well, I certainly understand that. Now, Vicki, is there any timeline that I should know about as far as how soon you need to be in San Diego?
Yes, we would like to be there no later than the end of October, absolutely.
Okay, all right. Well, that sounds like a pretty specific window of time. Can you tell me, Vicki, what's important about the end of October?
Well, I have a niece that is getting married in November, and I'm part of the wedding party. We obviously would like to be moved and settled prior to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, okay. Understood. Well, here's the thing, Vicki. I'm definitely confident that I can get you there on time, okay?
Okay, great.
Vicki, as a side note, do you guys have an agent lined up yet in San Diego for your purchase?
No, not yet. David, again, he was on Zillow doing some research for that area as well.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, Vicki. You guys don't need to blindly choose an agent like that. I'm a member of a professional real estate network called the Mike Ferry Organization, and it's the network of top agents across the nation. And I can certainly reach out, get you guys connected with a great candidate in San Diego, and that way, we are confident that you're working with somebody that's competent. Would you like me to do that?
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Okay, excellent. Well, I'll make a note of that, and we'll be sure we get you connected. Now, Vicki, when I see you, how much do you want to list your home for realistically?
Well, Zillow says that our home is worth around 400, but obviously since our home is the best home in the neighborhood, we're really thinking around 415.
Gotcha. Well, Vicki, as a professional real estate agent, I do study homes and prices every day, and I assume you're going to list your home with me at a price that's going to cause it to sell so that you can be in San Diego by the end of October, correct?
Yes, I'm absolutely ready to sell it. David doesn't quite see the urgency as I do.
Okay, well, tell me a little bit more about that. What is it that David's thinking?
Well, David would like to get every penny out of this home. And I am more interested in getting a fair price and moving on.
Gotcha. Well, here's the thing, Vicki. When we get together on Saturday, we can discuss this, and I can help you find a good balance between market time as well as getting you the most we can, okay?
Okay.
Great. Now, Vicki, have you and David discussed how much... Will you and Vicki, David, have you guys discussed what price you won't go below?
Yes, we are not willing to go below 400.
400, okay. Well, I can certainly appreciate that, Vicki, and I can assure you that we'll do all we can to get you as much as we can, okay?
Okay, good.
Great. Now, Vicki, how much do you guys currently owe at this time?
I think we owe around 200.
200, okay, well, sounds like you have some solid equity there, so congratulations on that. Vicki, have you guys ever thought about selling the home yourself?
We have thought about that, and we've talked about it. We actually had a neighbor approach us. However, I really just don't feel like we have the time at this point.
Yeah. Well, you certainly have a short window of time there, but statistically speaking, Vicki, I mean, by hiring a professional real estate agent, you should be able to sell your home faster, as well as net more money in the long run. So I certainly think you're making a wise choice there.
Yes, I would hope so.
Yeah. Okay. And have you guys ever discussed financing the home for the buyer, or are you just wanting to get completely cashed out?
No, we absolutely have to have our cash out. San Diego is much more expensive than where we, obviously where we are.
Yeah, well, I understand. I mean, San Diego is definitely a strong market. So, now, Vicki, will you take a minute and describe your home for me? Is there anything either positive or negative about the home that you think is going to affect the sale?
Well, our home was actually the model for the neighborhood, so it has tons of upgrades from when it was originally built. We did have a previous roof leak last winter, but it was immediately fixed right away, so everything should be in great shape.
Great. Well, Vicki, it sounds like you guys have a beautiful home, and I'm definitely excited about the opportunity here.
Great, thank you.
Vicki, as I mentioned earlier, I am going to be sending you that pre-listing package. Will you and David have time to take a look at it between now and Saturday?
Sure.
Okay, great. And Vicki, do you have any questions for me before I come out?
No, I think I feel pretty good right now, yes.
Okay. And how about David? Is there any concerns or questions that I should be aware of and prepare for Saturday from David?
Well, he is going to want to see your track record for our neighborhood.
Okay, all right. Well, as I mentioned, I'm going to be sending those recent sales that I've done in the neighborhood myself. I'm going to put a sticky note with David's name on it. That way, when you guys get that package, he can just go right to it, okay?
Okay, I know he'll appreciate that. Thank you.
Great. So, Vicki, if you and David are able to review that package before I come out, our appointment should really only take between 5 and 25 minutes at the most, okay?
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Okay. And Vicki, when I get there, I'd like to do a quick walkthrough on my own, just like a buyer would for the first time. That way I can give you guys the best feedback. Is that okay with you?
That's fine.
Okay, great. Well, Vicki, I'm certainly excited to meet you guys both and get a chance to see your home, so I'll see you on Saturday, okay?
Okay, great, George. Thank you.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 24 hours later, call back and confirm the receipt of the pre-listing package. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Vicki.
Yes.
Hey, Vicki, it's George. How are you?
I'm great, George. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Hey, Vicki, I've got that referral in San Diego lined up for you. Do you have a pen?
I certainly do.
Okay. The agent's name is Tom,
Tom.
and his number is 858-864-8000.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
And I talked to him about your timeline. I told him that you had to be there by the end of October, and he's going to be reaching out to you here in a couple hours, and he's going to set up a search engine, and he'll get you rolling on your home search. And just really confident after talking to him that your guys are going to be in good hands, okay?
Okay, great, thank you.
Good. Now, Vicki also wanted to make sure you got that package I sent you yesterday.
We sure did.
Great. And did you get a chance to review it with David?
Yes, I did,
Okay.
And just so you know, we have concern about the price that you've recommended, as well as some concern with the commission.
Yeah, tell them we're not paying 6%.
Yeah,
sure you tell 'em.
David says we're not paying 6%.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Well, here's the thing, Vicki. I'm going to make a note of both price and commission, and you can let David know that we'll cover both of those in detail when I see you guys on Saturday, okay?
Okay, sounds great.
Okay. And Vicki, did David get that information I marked for him with that sticky note?
He certainly did, yes, and he was pretty impressed.
Good. Excellent. Well, I'm glad that was enough to put his mind at ease. We do a lot in your neighborhood, and you're definitely confident we can do a good job for you, okay?
Okay, great.
All right. Now, Vicki, I also included the disclosures in that package as well and marked those with a sticky note. Will you guys be able to fill those out prior to our appointment on Saturday?
Sure, David, yeah, I'll have David do that for you.
Okay, excellent. And that way, when I'm at the property with you guys, I can answer any questions that you may have about that disclosure form when I'm there with you physically, okay?
Okay, sounds great, George.
Excellent. Well, Vicki, I look forward to it. I'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Great.
It's great.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hi.
Hi, Vicki. Hi, David.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks again for having me over. I'm really
Yeah.
excited to help you guys get your home sold and get you off to San Diego.
Yeah,
Great.
great.
Okay.
Thanks.
You guys have that pre-listing package that I sent you earlier?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, great. Were you able to do those disclosures like we talked about, David?
Oh, they're not finished yet.
Finished. Okay, no problem. Here's the thing. I'm going to take a few minutes, Vicki, like we talked about. I'm
Okay.
going to do a quick spin of your house. And, David, if you want to take the opportunity to take a look at those disclosures and finish them up, that way, while I'm here, I can answer any questions you have, okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
great.
good. All right.
Great,
All right.
thank you.
So Vicki and David, great job on preparing your home for sale. It really looks good, and I'm excited about representing you and this house on the market for sale.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, George.
Okay. And I can also see, David, the upgrades that you have on the house. They
Yes.
look great, huh?
Every single upgrade that the builder had to offer.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, it looks like you guys also have your keys ready to go, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
He put it in the box.
Yeah, we were using the box. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Okay.
Yep.
And what is that paperwork that's there as well?
Well, I shared with you that we spoke with Bob from Zillow.
Yeah.
And, he actually had us sign a contract, but we let him know that we were holding on to it until we met with you.
Yeah, we did sign it.
Yeah, and obviously Sally, my friend.
Sure. Okay, do you mind if I take a look at that real quick?
Oh, sure, go right ahead.
Okay, great. So, Vicki, David, I do appreciate you giving me the opportunity to present to you as well today. And as I mentioned, I did pull those report cards on the other agents that you're considering, as well as those statistics for me as well. So we'll circle back around and cover that at the end of my presentation, okay?
Okay,
All right.
great.
All right. So in preparation for our appointment today, and Vicki, after our calls this past week, I wrote down 3 important questions for you guys, okay?
Okay,
So number 1, do you absolutely have to sell this home?
yes,
Yeah, we do need to sell.
All right, so no renting it out or
No.
holding it for any reason?
no.
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 Good, okay. And will you guys price it to sell, or you want to keep it on the market for a long period of time?
Well, we have to be in San Diego by the end of October, so obviously we want it to sell.
Yeah, but we need to be there, but we don't want to give the home away.
Okay.
So-
And I'm not saying that we should give it away.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I don't want to sit it on the market forever.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Well, listen, she's a little sensitive. Last time we had a house on the market,
Yep.
it was on the market for like only 6 months.
Yeah, that's a long time.
I don't think it's a big deal.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, you guys. By listing your home this week, as long as you price it competitively, and with my average days on market being just a couple weeks, normal 35 or 40-day escrow period, I'm going to have you guys in San Diego by the end of October, exactly how you've already have it
Okay,
outlined.
great.
Okay.
That's great, but George, I don't want to be in a position where I just have to take the first offer that we get.
Right. Right. Well, actually, I'm glad you brought that up, David, because in this market, we actually hold offers for the first week that your home is on the market for sale. That way, anybody who wants to see it gets a chance to see it. Anybody who wants to make an offer or bid on it has ample time to do that. And it just gives you the best chance to get multiple offers on your
Yeah,
home.
I like that.
And just also really ensures that you don't ever undersell it or be forced to take an offer within the first couple hours or first couple days.
Sure,
Okay.
that sounds great.
Okay. And then third question, you guys, do you want me to handle the sale for you?
Well, we have one more interview after you, and then obviously we would like to know what you feel our home is worth. and
Right.
Then we have to talk about the commission.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Sure. Well, and we spoke about that on the phone, Vicki.
Yes.
So, I'm prepared to answer both of those questions for you, and it's just a natural part of my presentation today. So, why don't we go ahead and dive in, and I'll just answer those as we get to them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So, you guys, at the end of my presentation today, one of three things is going to happen. Number one, you're going to have the opportunity to list your home with me, and I've got everything with me in order to do that. It only takes about a minute or two to get that done.
Okay.
Okay. Number two, you may decide not to list your home with me, or number three, I may decide not to take your listing if I don't feel I can help you. Okay?
Okay,
All right.
great.
So let's quickly take a minute and discuss the questions we asked and discussed over the phone.
Okay.
So I wrote down that you're moving to San Diego, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I got that you're moving to be closer to family as well as participate, Vicki, in your niece's wedding. That's got to be exciting, huh?
Yes.
Vicky's
yes.
family is from San Diego, so we're heading back there.
Right.
Great. Okay, well, I'm excited to help you guys move back. And
Yeah.
now, I put a big star next to this one. You had to be there by the end of October, right?
Yes. I'm in the wedding party, so I have a lot of responsibilities.
Okay.
Listen, if we need to move separately, though, to get more money out of the house, we could always do that,
No,
right?
Not happening. We're going together. Going
Okay.
together.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. I understand the urgency, you guys, and like I say, with my average days on market being a couple weeks and a normal escrow period, as long as we price your home competitively, you guys are going to be there in San Diego together.
Good.
All right. Okay.
Now, I also wrote down that you wanted to price your home at $415,000.
Well, as you can see, our house is better than the rest of the houses in the neighborhood. It's
Yeah.
a cut above the rest.
Yeah.
And it does have every upgrade that the builder offered at the time.
Right. Yeah, and I certainly saw that, David, when I
Did you see
walked
that?
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Can you do me a favor? You see, I'd like you to prepare for me a feature sheet, those upgrades that the builder put in your home for you.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to extract any kind of value at all for those upgrades, we're going to definitely have to show the buyer the difference between your home and, say, the home down the street.
I have a list of all those things. I can get you that.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll take care of that, make sure that everybody gets a chance to see it that's interested in your property, okay?
Okay.
Now, I also wrote down that you owe about $200,000, is that?
I think so, David.
205, 550
Okay.
today.
Okay, great. And any other debts that we need to pay off, you guys, when the house sells?
We did have that loan for the solar panels.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's against the title or anything like that.
Well, you guys, I'm glad that you're aware. I did pull the title report for your house before I came out today. Sure enough, there is a loan for $25,000, you guys,
Really?
against the title of your home for a solar panel company. So it sounds like you guys are aware of that, yeah?
Well, we knew that, but we didn't know that it was.
I didn't know it was against the house.
The other, Bob, he did not mention that.
Neither did Sally. They shouldn't mention it either.
Well, you guys, that's pretty basic real estate right there. So I'm not quite sure how they could have missed that. But
Wow.
either way, we're going to have to pay that off at closing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
yes.
fine.
Okay.
Of course.
And I also wrote down that you guys weren't planning on selling it yourself, were you?
No.
No. Okay. And you did want all your cash out, no financing the buyer?
Yeah, I mean, it's prices in San Diego are like double
Yeah.
what they are here.
Right.
So we're going to take all the money with us.
Understood. Okay. Well, you guys, there's really only two issues then that we have to look at today. Number one is your motivation to sell the home. And number two is just simply the price that we set. Does that
Okay.
make sense? Yeah. Okay. Now, I prepared what we call a comparative market analysis, and there's two parts to this research. All right. Part one we call fantasy land, and that's where homeowners list their homes and they just sit. Okay. Part two we call reality, and that's where real estate agents list and sell homes for every single day. And we're just going to have to decide this afternoon where you guys want to spend your time.
Okay.
Okay. So the purpose of the CMA is to determine the value of your home in the eyes of the buyer.
Right.
Now, do you guys know how buyers determine value?
Well, I suspect they just look around at all the houses that are available and then make an offer, right?
Yeah. You're right, David. I mean, they're comparison shopping, right?
Yeah.
This is a big ticket item. They're going to take a look at the features and benefits of your home, and then going to compare that against the features and benefits of similar homes that have either sold recently and or currently on the market. That makes sense?
Sure does, yeah.
So let's take a look at a quick example, okay? Let's just say you guys are going to go buy a car today. And let's say you got $50,000 to spend and you go out car shopping, and sure enough, you find two cars that are very similar to each other, and you're trying to decide which one to buy. They seem to be identical, except for, David, you start to look in that sticker in the window, and you notice that one of them actually has an upgraded stereo system and also some upgraded wheels. Now, in that scenario, everything else equal,
Yeah.
which would you buy?
I see where you're going with this. You'd buy the one that has the upgrades.
Okay. And why would you say that?
This is more for the money.
Yeah, it's got more value.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's take that scenario and change it slightly. Let's say that you're walking off the lot and you haven't bought yet, and you look across the street, and the salesman that has got the plain car, he's out there changing the price to $35,000. Now, which car would you buy?
I'd buy the less
The
expensive.
cheaper one, yeah.
Right.
Okay, and why would you say that?
Because I could get what I want with the car.
Yeah, we could update it later, maybe.
Right.
Or,
You could choose whether you're going to upgrade it or not, or just pocket the difference if you
Right.
didn't want to, right?
Makes sense.
Okay, so you guys can see that simple example there illustrates that if you want to increase value in the eyes of the buyer, you either have a lower price or you have more features and benefits for the same price. Does that make sense?
Yeah, which is why our home should be worth $415,000 because we have all those updates, right?
Right.
Now, David, unless you guys are planning on adding any other features and benefits to the home, are you?
No.
Do we need to do that?
Well, actually, David and Vicki, your home shows really well. And that's going to make our life really easy today because you have no issue whatsoever with condition. So all we have to do is focus on today is the price we set.
Okay.
Okay? So you guys, I prepared the comparative market analysis here for you. There's one for you, David, and for you, Vicki.
Thank you.
And we're going to go through this together. I did quite a bit of research on your property before I came out today, and I boiled it down, you guys, to what I thought were the 3 best comparables for you. Okay, and we're going to focus there.
Okay.
All right. So let's look at comparable number 1. All right. Now this home is just like yours. How many bedrooms?
3 beds,
Okay, and how many bath?
2.5 bath,
All right, and square footage?
2,500 feet, so it's a little smaller than
Yeah,
ours.
a couple hundred square feet, right?
Right.
Yeah. All right. You guys know this house?
Yes.
Yeah,
This is just one street over.
yeah, we know this house.
Okay. And have you guys seen inside?
Yeah, we did. We saw it. It was nice.
It's a pretty house.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't have as many updates as we do.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you're right about that. And you guys take a look at what price they just sold for.
365. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. I mean, it's not comparable.
Yeah.
We have a lot more features than that house.
Well, you're right, David. And yet, features aside, the bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, and obviously the location, those things are all comparable, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. All right. Now, the good news is, your house is better, you guys.
Yeah.
But
Right.
this is just like that $35,000 car. That makes
That makes
sense?
that makes
It's a
sense.
bit lower price in order to sell because it doesn't have as many upgrades.
Sure.
Okay. Look how long it was on the market.
Wow, 45 days.
Okay, 45 days.
No, 45 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too long.
No, Vicki, that's going to make you late for the wedding.
It's
isn't
going to
it?
make me very late for the
Yeah,
wedding, yes.
You guys do need to be in San Diego by the end of October, right?
By the end of October, yes.
All right. All right. Well, let's take a look at comp number 2 then. This one also just like yours. How many bedrooms?
3 beds,
Okay. And how many bath?
3 baths,
Yeah. Okay. And square footage?
2,900. So it's bigger than ours, a little bit.
Yep. A little bit bigger. A couple hundred square feet again. Do you guys know this house?
Yes, over by the park.
Yeah.
It's the big one over by the park.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Have you guys seen inside?
No.
No, never been in there.
Okay. Well, I did call this agent and found out, you guys, that it also had the full upgrade package available from the builder when it was built. Did you know that?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah. And look what price they just sold theirs for.
400.
Yeah. Now, this home is a little bit better than yours just simply because it's a little bit bigger, right? I mean, you guys got full upgrades, they got full upgrades, but this is a couple hundred square feet bigger. You get that? Okay.
Yeah.
And look how long it was on the market, you guys.
27
days. All right.
yeah.
Now, Vicki, that's better, but, still going to put you a week or two late for the wedding. I'm assuming that that's not going to work, right?
No, that can't happen
No.
either. No.
All right. Well, you guys, there's good news around the corner. So let's take a look at comp 3, okay?
Okay, good.
So this one here, how many bedrooms?
3,
All right. And bathrooms?
2.75.
Okay. And square footage?
2,700, exactly the same as ours.
Yeah. In fact, this is the exact same floor plan, too.
Oh,
Okay. You guys know this house?
yeah, we do. We know
Do
this
you
one.
know this one?
Yeah, but this home does not. I know that they do not have the upgrade package that we had.
Right.
Have you guys seen inside, or did you see inside when it was for sale?
I
Not
haven't.
since it's been done.
You? No.
No.
Well, I also called this agent and found out that even though, David, you're right, they didn't do the initial upgrade package, the owner was a contractor. And before he sold it, he did a complete remodel of the inside. And he took that feature sheet that the builder was using, and he took and put a lot of those same type of upgrades in the home so that when he sold it, he could compete with homes like yours.
Right.
Yeah. Did you know that?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So, and look what price they just sold theirs for.
385.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Well, Vicki, look how long it was on the market.
I like that. 13 days.
13 days.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that would put you to the wedding right on time, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's what we're looking for, right?
Yes, that's exactly.
Okay. Well, you guys, now that you've seen these comparable sales, what price do you feel we should use to create value in the eyes of the buyer and get them to buy your home within the first couple of weeks as opposed to the one down the street?
I see where you're going with this. I appreciate all this, but I still think we should list it for 400 at least.
Okay. Well, you guys, now that you've seen these homes and prices and knowing more about your motivation to sell, I'm going to recommend a list price of $385,000. Vicki and David, will you guys list your home with me at that price today so I can be sure to get you to San Diego by the end of October together?
Why don't we just list it for a little bit more, and we'll just see what happens.
Okay. Well, David, there's a saying in real estate, and it goes like this. You make your money in real estate when you buy, not when you sell. Now, do you know what's meant by that quote?
No?
Yeah. It just simply means that as we sit here today, your home has a market value, okay? And that market value is made up of similar homes that have sold recently by your neighbors, as well as homes that are currently for sale by your neighbors, okay? So now we don't have any control over that. Can't manipulate that in any way. And we certainly can't force the market to give you more for this property than what it's worth, can we?
Well, no.
Yeah. And here's the thing, I mean, even if someone was willing to pay a few bucks more, it really wouldn't matter much if it didn't appraise and therefore the buyer couldn't get financing, right?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Okay. Well, you guys, as long as we agree on price, all we need to do now is just simply sign the contract so I can help you guys get what you want in the time you want.
George, I see, but we have to talk about your commission because,
Yeah.
we've got a contract signed with Bob from Zillow. He's willing to do it for 5%.
Yeah, he did the deal for 5%.
Right, right. And of course, Sally's my friend.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
She said she'd
she's
do
your
it for
friend.
4.
Yeah. Yeah.
She'll do it for 4. Is that what she said?
She said 4,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's at
Yeah.
4.
Okay. Well, I understand what you're saying, and can appreciate you're moving to San Diego and you really want to get as much as you can. David, you do want every penny out of this property, don't you?
I mean, I want to get every penny out of this house.
Got it. Okay. If I can show you a way that by listing with me, you're going to net more than either one of those other 2 agents you're considering, would you sign that contract tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, do you guys remember at the beginning I mentioned that we're going to take a look at the report cards, those other 2 agents that you're considering, and that way you guys can make a good decision based on the stats?
Sure.
Okay. Vicki, there's a copy for you.
Thank you.
Oh.
David, for you. Let's go ahead and start with Bob, okay? And I pulled these statistics for the last 6 months so you could get a sense of how these other agents compare, all right? So in the last 6 months, Bob represented a total of 4 sellers in selling their home. And David, only one of those happened to be in your neighborhood here.
4.
Yeah. And during that same period of time, he had 2 cancellations. So, he's only batting about 50% of the people that he's working with that, are satisfied
So
with
we
the
had
service.
4 deals, and 2 of them canceled.
Correct.
Okay.
Also, too, Vicki, I think this is important. Average days on market for Bob is 68 days.
Yeah, that is not going to work.
Yeah. Okay. Average list price to sales price ratio. So what that means is how much he listed somebody's home for, and then actually how much he got for them. 98%. Okay. And last thing you need to know is his average sales price is $225.
225.
Now, what do you guys think of Bob's stats at this point?
I don't think he sells much.
I don't really understand. He was marked as a premier agent on
Yeah.
Zillow.
Well, yeah. Well, you can clearly see that premier agent status is a bought position, not an earned one. You got that?
I didn't know that.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. Did not know that.
Yeah. Are you guys beginning to doubt a little bit that contract with
Yes.
Bob on the table?
Yes, I don't want to go with Bob.
Yeah, got it. All right, well, let's take a look at Sally. I know that she's your
Yes,
friend,
Sally's
but
my friend.
this
Okay.
is something you need to know. So last 6 months, she represented a total of 9 sellers, so a little bit better than Bob in that category. But once again, David, only 2 of them in your neighborhood, so I don't know how she could possibly know your neighborhood very well.
Yeah, I mean, this is Vicky's friend here, Sally.
All right. Well, during that same period of time, she did also have 3 cancellations. So once again, a third of the people she's working with, for whatever reason, are not happy. Okay. Average days on market, Vicki, I know this is important to you, 83 days.
She's worse than Bob.
Worse than Bob in that. And a list price to sales price ratio. So once again, how much she lists it for in comparison to what she puts in your pocket, 97%. So once again, she's worse than Bob in that
She's
category
worse than
too.
Bob.
You're going to have to talk to Sally, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. So what do you guys think of Sally's stats at this point?
I mean, she doesn't even sell homes in our price point, really, Vicky.
I know. I mean, I like Sally, but, I need to get the home sold.
She's a friend of yours, but
I know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just to be fair, you guys, I pulled the exact same statistics for myself, just so you can get a
Okay.
side-by-side
Great.
comparison here. Last 6 months represented 47 sellers on selling their home.
Wow,
Okay?
way better.
All right. And David, 9 of them right in your neighborhood
You like
here.
that?
oh yeah,
Okay.
I do like
All
that.
right. Did have 1 cancellation during that time, you guys, and just so you know, it wasn't a customer service issue. The client had some moving plans change, and so we pulled it off, and we're just going to be putting it back on for them
Okay.
in the fall. Okay. Average days on market, Vicki, 15 days.
That is perfect.
Okay. All right. And my list to sales price ratio, David, 101%
Over the list price is your average.
on average.
I didn't even know that was possible.
And lastly, you guys, average sales price, 400,000.
Yeah, that's right where we need to be.
Much better.
So you guys can see that by listing your home with me today, statistically, I'm going to get you 3% more than if you listed with Bob. And David, I'm going to get you 4% more than if you listed with Sally. The discount they're offering you guys, does not outweigh their lack of performance, does it?
No,
No, it really doesn't.
no.
And Vicki, I mean, in listing with either one, I mean, you'd have to postpone the wedding till January to be there on
That's no
time.
problem,
That-
is it?
no,
That's
a
not
big
gonna work,
problem.
right?
That's not going to happen.
Okay. Now you guys have seen these statistics. Who do you see as a clear choice for you to get this home sold, get you guys to San Diego when you want to be there, and put the most amount of money in your pocket?
Yeah, I think you're the right agent, George.
Right? All right. Well, go ahead and sign the contract.
Yeah,
you
let's
guys.
do.
Take Bob, rip Bob up.
Nice work. Nice job.